Good morning, you lot. Today's the 11th of February in the year of our Lord 20 and 26. We're down here, or green light entry, we're opposite the old tip over there. Yep, or airport's out there somewhere. Sea's good. If you're watching this movie, it means the channel's back up and running, eh? What a disaster that was. Now I've got to find some fishing rods. I've got plenty of them here. I've got a whole heap of fishing rods here, guys. Got a whole heap of fishing rods here. Our channel was hacked, mate. That's why it hasn't been up for a while. And what are you guys hearing what I'm saying here? I don't know whether I'm going to have to redo the whole channel. If I do, it's going to take me forever and a day. I have to go back through to monetize and everything. Oh gosh, it's a nightmare. Haven't had a good old fish for a while, guys. I can smell diesel or something. Gosh, I got a good whiff of it. That smells like diesel. This is not diesel. Right, yeah, fish bait. We got small carwai and mussels. That noise was an oyster catcher. He's probably protesting. I'm in his place. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, guys. Things are not going that well this morning, guys. I haven't been eating fishing for a while. I haven't done much of anything. The Trojan horse is what got the channel. And it comes through people wanting to collaborate. In other words, what that means is they want to advertise through the channel like we have done now, like Timu and that Elton coffee thing, and that which I don't mind, but this one was set up in such a way that it's out for your channel. It's not out for anything else, it's just out for your channel. And what they do, they delete your channel, and then they advertise. They put up all their advertising, might be Bitcoin or whatever. Some guy mentioned something about Bitcoin and all sorts of other rubbish, and then YouTube goes in and wipes out the channel. But anyhow, I've left it with the techie, mate. If nothing's done like today, I'll have to redo the channel. It's a shame because it's all, you know, it's about Jesus, mate, this channel. People hearing Jesus. But it's no good if it's not up there. Right, let's get fishing, guys, because the tide is 10 to 8 and we've got about an hour and a quarter to high tide, eh? I don't know if we'll use Mr. Walker today. I think we just might stick with Shimano. But I'll put him together just in case. really got to get another vehicle. Alright, you can sit there. Right, have to make another trace, guys, it's all good. Excellent stuff, those hairs on the chest. Yeah, 4-ounce breakaway. Look at this cheap Chinese stuff, mate, you'll probably see it all rusting, eh? Typical Chinese stuff, eh? Where can you buy quality these days? They'd all definitely all else fails, get out the snippies, man. Well, we used to be able to get brass ones. You should be able to get stainless steel stuff these days. Oh, sunrise coming up. The time is 06:41. That's daylight saving time. See, they look all nice and good, don't they? Oh my goodness, I wonder what Father God's got out there today. There's a few big waves coming in here. We've had southerlies, southeasterlies for a fair bit, eh? Right, see it Fred. There's our 40-pound line now with this stuff. Grows hairs on my chest and all that sort of carry on. I take that much, which I assume's about 5 feet, somewhere around there. Which in your lingo is about 1,500, I think. That's how long it make me trace, because by the time you tie it on and put your hook on and everything, man, it's shrinking. There we go, just like that, praise Jesus. Where's the thing? They got this thing in here, but it's not very good because it just sort of slides out. Right, rocking with Jesus. This is a 40-pound trace too, by the way. Yeah, it grows here on the chest. You know, it took me over 60 years to learn what the name of this knot was. My dad showed me when I was a child. We've been fishing as far back as I can remember, eh? And he showed me this knot, and I've never forgotten it. And I only found out in the warehouse was having a look, and they had exactly the same knot on the back of one of their packets or whatever they were selling. And that's how I found out its name, blood knot. Wow, I remember asking Dad what it was called, he said a fisherman's knot. Right. Now, I'm going to remember to use a bead. A little pink beads. This is how we do the one for the hook. You do it twice. Make sure it lands on the same place too. And that way it doesn't. So you should be able to pull it like that and it'll be tight as. Grow hair on your chest, my old mates. Now we just need a hook. You takers, while I'm finishing this off, can watch this here. Bubby's first fish she ever caught. Yeah, there's Bubby's first fish, look at that, yeah, on the deck, on the deck. Yay! Bubba's got a fish. Yay! That's good fish bait too. Look at that. Righto, Trebs, no, we're going to keep that. We're going to use them as fish bait. Back to you, Trebs. Righto, yeah, look, I think we'll try a bit of that. I actually want to catch a couple of these. I want to catch some about yay long, a couple about that long. It's for a cook-up thing. You jokers will see it all. A lot easier to bait hooks without scales. Alright, let's go get this old fella out in the water. This is Mr. Shimano we're playing with today. What would we have got? 1 4-foot aluminium spike. I really want to get a 5-footer, mate. These are so light, eh? Gosh. Excellent stuff, whoever makes these, mate. I don't know who, mate. I got it from Discount Fishing here in Gisborne. Alright. We're going out there. Now the waves don't look big, but they are, believe me. Water's pretty cold. Well guys, there you go, you're set for the day. Right, as I say, the low tide is around about 10 to 8 this morning. We've got about just under an hour to go. And we're out opposite the old tip here. Turned in off at the green light. A little bit of current out there, friends. I think we might get Mr. Walker ready, mate, eh? Toss him out as well. Don't want the camera getting too wet. Right, I think we'll go and get Mr. Walker set up. I haven't seen anything bite that fit that line yet. Right, are you handsome lot? Mr. Walker's out, and he's got muscle on. Let's check this far now. Well, there's a bit of current in there, guys, that's for sure. Well, we're going to give you a change of scenery. We're going to be looking up that way. Look at you handsome lot, almost as handsome as this old fella, eh? 2 rods there, a bit of current out there, guys. That is Mr. Shimano, that's Mr. Walker. They don't seem to be doing too much at this wee stage. Not a bad day for it, Trevor's. About half hour to high tide. Must be a bit of current out there because there's not much wave there. Yeah, a bit of current, eh? I suppose you've got to get that in the big jobs, don't you? Water's not too bad as far as warmth goes when you get in for the second time. It's the first time's the problem. I didn't bring a cup of tea today because Mum and I are going out for a brew up with a couple of people or so today. About 10 o'clock, so we'll get home about 9, thereabouts. But if the fishing's super good, praise Jesus, we might be able to make an exception. Well, I might go and grab myself a water, I think. Didn't make a cup of tea this morning because we're going out. Nice to get a couple of car oil though, because I've got a cook-up thing to do. My doctor actually told me about it. I've never even thought about it. A couple of small ones or a reasonably big one. Then I might go and get some oysters as well. Cheers, Trevor's. Gosh, that battery's getting down. There's a bit of weed hanging on that line. Have to walk it. Alright, there's not too much weed floating around out there. There's none on the beach. You know, looking out there, it's so calm. Kayak fishing would be good. Good launch and kayak. You wouldn't think there was any current out there. That's how still it is. Look at those rods bending. Well, here we are, Trebs. Having about our 4th cast, I suppose, 4th or 5th cast. Not a bad day out here. Some of the waves out here are actually quite large. These ones are alright, but there are some others around that are quite huge. Like that one. At least we're able to cast beyond them. Oh. Really handy these, eh? You just keep the rods together. All I was having a snoop around it, huh? I managed to fall Gisborne's bag. Two more bags of pink beads. There's no excuse not to use beads anymore. and some shims. Got a couple of those actually. Bring in there. And some shims for the reels. Now what they do, you take the spool off, just put a shim in there, and it stops the line going like that, like we've got on the Rampage. You'll notice the nylon goes up. It goes up like that. It needs another shim down the bottom here. And that's what they're for. Excellent, mate, this thing, eh? So light. I just want a 5-footer. That's all. 5-foot aluminium. I had a 5-foot Galvo one, eh? And I left it down the beach here somewhere. Someone would have got it, eh? Never mind. That's the way things go. Hi guys, I just want to apologise that the channel's been down for probably about 9 days now, 9 or 10 days. It's the 11th of February, in the year of our Lord 2026. I think the channel went down on the 3rd, 2nd or the 3rd of February. And it was a Trojan horse, and what it does, it takes over your channel. And what the people do that do these things, they take off all your videos and they flood it with ads, like could be Bitcoin and stuff like that, or whatever ads. And all they need is just one person to buy something and made money at our expense. I'm not sure how long it's going to be before the channel can go back up. The techie is having real problems trying it with YouTube about it. There's some password thing. You know, I've given them all the names that I use, and apparently they're not the right one, eh? So what it's looking like, we'll have to start a new channel. And what I'm asking you guys is, as boring as it may be for some of you, is to re-watch, or just have it playing, and while you're doing something else, the movies and that, so we can get the watch hours up. We need 4,000 watch hours. Okay, the 1,000 subscribers shouldn't be too hard to get once people know it's there. But it's the watch hours. We need 4,000 of those, and we can go back, and we'll have to go through all the monetisation stuff. That takes about three about 3 months, eh? It takes a long time. But at the end of the day, it's all glory to God, eh? It's going to take me a long time to load all these movies up, because I've got to do all the description and titles and everything all over again. There's probably, I'm not quite sure, there's probably 250 to 300 movies. We're just starting our 6th season. And yeah, so thank you guys, but we'll get it back up and rocking and rolling. And don't forget to praise Jesus. Good morning, you handsome lot. Today is the 25th of February in the year of our Lord 2026. I'm down here. We're going to have another go at cooking toasties, but we won't be actually lighting a fire this time, mate. I really hoped we could, eh? But we've got howling southerlies in here, mate. They're no good to man nor beast, those things here. And I don't want to start a bushfire, eh? Because there's a lot of dry stuff around. It only takes one puff, mate, and she's all over Red Rover, so to speak. So we're going to cook it over the gas, but it's just to get that big toasty maker that we got. A few people on the old channel commented about it because they've got them and they had exactly the same problems what we had as the toast sticking and all that. So we bought ourselves a can of, here it is, here it comes if I can find it. That one there. Now it should grow hairs on the chest and sort a few things out. So it's going to be quick and easy, and if it works, mate, well, we'll be putting it over the fire when we can. Oh, she's rough out here, mate. The waves are not big, but the sea's really, well, what I'd call untidy, eh? So yeah, let's get this thing cranking. And see, there's a boat going out there today. I wouldn't have gone out in this weather. But anyhow, that's the way things are. Praise Jesus. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but praise Jesus. Morning, you handsome lot. Something's not right with this. That's better. Handsome, eh? Yeah, look, now there's a howling southerly, mate. It really is, eh? It's really quite bad. Gosh, it's February, you know. All the Februaries we have these days seem to turn custard here in Gisborne. They have done since, it'll be the last 5-6 years, eh? They just keep sending freaking cyclones and stuff. You know, tropical depressions and all this sort of carry on, mate. And I'm pretty sure it's not all gone, but that's just my opinion, eh? And it always seems to hit the high producing areas. But they'll blame global warming for it, mate. That's got nothing to do with it. But anyhow, let's get away from that and get on with this. So what we're doing here, just got to try and think where my toasty maker is. I better go and see if I can find it. I know where it is. Good old-fashioned spray. Here's our toasty maker. He's going to sit on there. He's going to cook us some toasties. I must admit, you're all looking quite handsome, almost as handsome as this old fella, eh? Right. What we got to do is organise ourselves properly. Pretty much we've got eggs, pepper, red one, onion, cheese and mushrooms. That's what we got. Gonna go there and a treat, mate, I'll tell you. Gosh, that wind's strong. You should pick it up in there. Right, here we are again, my old mates. We shall open this old fella up. All buttered, ready to rock and roll. You want that there, a bit of something. It looks like this could grow hair on your chest, mate. Right, now those two can sit right there. Now, there's one egg, where's the other one go? There it is. There's here a couple of pieces of cheese. Got a little onion here somewhere. There's our pepper. Oh, we've got some bacon too. Oh yeah, that'll grow hair on the chest if nothing will. And there's our little onion. Right. Only a small fella. I don't know where that Vitronox is. I'll have to have a look around, clean this thing out, mate. There's just really not enough room in here. But never mind. It's the way things are. We've been praying to Father God to be at a motorhome, eh? It's mainly so I can spend time alone with God, that's what it's about. But in doing that, it's we'll still be able to do a little bit of channel work and stuff. Just wonder if we're going to need the whole one or just a little bit of one. Probably just a little bit of one. We can always cut a bit more. Right, now let's get the pepper cut up. Only need a little bit of pepper here, mate. And we'll cut those seeds out because we don't want these seeds, mate. They're too, gosh, they're too hot. There could be peppers growing down the beach here now, mate. We'll have a bit of yarn about the channel later on, eh? It's not doing well. Right, there's the pepper done. You can go back in there. I'm pretty sure that's all the onion we're going to need. Now, just take a slice of old bacon out of here, mate, and that'll be more than enough. We'll just put those to the side. Well, it seems to be a bit better. A good sharp knife, mate. Praise Jesus. Right. We've got eggs, cheese, pepper, onions, and bacon. And it'll all grow hair on your chest. It's pretty much guaranteed. No, I wouldn't guarantee that. This is probably going to run everywhere like they always do. Yep, straight off the side. He was going to run that way. Oops, get him up. That's it. It's quite awkward to do it because we're on uneven ground. But it's going to give us an... Oh, I didn't spray that stuff on, did I? I'll have to take those off there. This is going to be fun. I'll have to take these off. I've got to spray that stuff on. Oh, glory to God for the egg. There you go, we can just push them along there. I forgot about that stuff because I'm not used to using it. Getting them back in there could be a mission, mate. Right, now I don't even know how you use this stuff. As soon as you just spray it on. Give it a good old shaking up as you do, Travis. It looks pretty good to me, Trevs. That'll do. I bought 2 of these, especially for this occasion, mate. Right. That egg's in there. Let's hope we can get the other one and praise Jesus. Oh, the handle is actually too high for the back of this. Now we'll just put a bit of bacon on one You don't need a lot, eh? You just need enough for a good old toast. Mind you, it is up to you fellas how you do this. Bit of bacon on this old fella over here. The trouble is when you're on an angle like this, they tend to all go one way. Red onion. I like red onions. Most people buy white onions, but I like red ones. I think they might grow more hair on the chest too. So I might be able to get past my 4 and have 5. Right. A few peppers. These are going to be quite yummy, I think. Especially if they don't stick. If they stick, I'll tell you what, mate, I'm going to jump up and down and do all sorts of naughty, crazy things. Right, now we've got mushrooms here. We better have some of those. Just what do they stick them in decent bags and stuff? Right, now what we're going to do here, we're going to whip out the stalk, eat it, as you do, and stick them on there, like that. That's what I reckon anyway. There you go. Now, these jokers, actually I might put those under there. That might grow more hair on the chest. There you go, Trevs. Oops. We don't want that. We want those staying in there. This is going to be a good old clamping. Now, I'm a bit disappointed in this, mate. Now, Rangy, she's going for a good old swim down this Kiwi pools today. Trying to do a bit for her arthritis, so I don't think it'll do much good, but we've prayed for her, mate, and she's not been healed. And it's funny because we've prayed for other people and they've been healed of arthritis, but not this one, eh? So I think there's something going on. I'll find out. The one man who knows all the answers is Mr. Jesus. Yeah, no, this is no good, mate. I've never had a toasty maker like this. This is terrible. I won't be using that thing again, mate. That was about $60, that thing. I won't be using these again, mate. There's no way it's going to happen. Rangy can try as much as she likes. But as far as I'm concerned, I think they're useless. You know, that's with that spray stuff on there too, eh? So, not much chop with those, mate. Here comes the old window. Nah, this is no good, mate. This is, gosh. Tastes alright. But that's not how toasties get cooked. Mum's got a beauty one at home that goes on the gas. It cooks really, really well. But this, well, I thought for that money these would have been made non-stick, eh? I haven't given them a write-up about these yet, and I will, and it's not going to be too healthy either. Now, at least we've given it another go, guys, to make sure with the non-stick stuff and it not working. Well, that's a bit of a disappointment, you know. I thought that spray stuff would have worked on that, but apparently not. But never mind, we won't be using that again. Mum's got a real good little one at home that you can put on the gas. It's absolutely perfect, mate. It's non-stick. It's actually made non-stick, not like these. So I might get that, or get a couple actually. I think she might have got it off Temu, I'm not too sure, but I'll certainly go and have a look. And it works a treat, eh? The time is 07:35. I've been awake since about, I don't know, 4 o'clock. Well, here they are, Trevor's. Grow hair on your chest. Not very well done in that thing, but I'm going to get one of those ones that Mum's got. Be no good for over the fire, but it's good for cooking on the gas there, eh? So here we are gathered here today. I'm going to try and find us a seat, eh? Ooh, gosh, that's a bit better, me old mates, eh? It's much better. A bit cold here in the wind, eh? Southerly wind. That old fashioned brew up. So, avoid that toasty maker like the plague, mate. Yeah. I can't muck around here too long because the tide's on the way in. The entry, or the exit's just down there, it's not far away. We don't want to get caught here anyway. Now, the new channel, which we got hacked, and it was a Trojan horse virus, and it was done from the USA. We found the source and all that sort of stuff. I've still got the, I think I've still got the emails of the people that sent them through. They wanted to collaborate with the channel, and I accepted the collaboration. And cutting the story short, they sent a virus, and it got in, and it's designed to wipe out your YouTube channels, mate, and so they can advertise their Bitcoin and whatever other rubbish they got to try and advertise. And that's what happened. So it was my fault trying to accept the collaboration, but I will say this: anyone from New Zealand or Australia, I can phone you or you can phone me, because I have free minutes. I get over 2,000 free. I've got over 2,000 free minutes on the phone. So I can collaborate with anyone in New Zealand or Australia. Anyone from overseas, you contact us through Hori and Rangi's Adventures on Messenger, which is Facebook, and I'll send you my phone number. Otherwise, don't send us anything, mate, because I'm now wise. You know, your zip files, your .rars, and all this going online, and pressing certain things to see if your channel's validated and all that. No way, mate. Stay right away from us. But anyhow, that's what happened. A Trojan horse got in and wiped out the channel. That's what happened. And that was round about the 3rd of February, it was the beginning of the month anyway. We had 10,644 subscribers on there. Now the new channel has been going for 11 days today. At 1,300 hours it'll be spot on 1100, at 1,300 hours it'll be spot on 11 days. and we've only got 129 subscribers. I thought we would have got them back a lot quicker, or at least 1,000 or a couple of thousand of them anyway. But it hasn't worked that way. Now God has his reasons, mate. I think getting on the hotline to heaven could help, but I think God does have something else in store for me. I've been preaching quite a bit lately at church and that. And if God has got something else for me, well, that's the way it goes. The channel comes secondary to God. Even though it is God's channel, it was his originally, a witty invention is what I prayed for, and that's how the channel came into me originally. But God does close doors to move you on. Yeah. But anyhow, let's try one of these toasties, old mate. They taste all right, mate, I'll tell you that. Quite gee, these are nice. I don't generally eat this here in the morning. I don't generally sort of eat until about lunchtime. I want to get this done and out of the way. Oh, good. Yeah, if the channel doesn't pick up, mate, I'm not going to be trying to get movies out every week, eh? I'll just put them up when I get around to do it, I think. It's a shame. And there are people here that are really getting clocking up the watch hours and that, because you need 4,000. We've got to re-monetize and everything, go through all that carry on again. But we get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and then we can monetize. Now on Facebook, we've got 670 odd followers there. That's been increasing really fast over the last probably week, I suppose, really fast. And I've left messages on Facebook for people to go over to Hori and Rangi's and subscribe to us on the channel. All they got to do is press the link and they can subscribe to us, and we can get all you guys over there as well. Yum. They are really, really nice. What they charge for a toasty on that down the shop, mate? Probably about 10 rupees. Very nice. You just love it when cheese does that. Yummy yum. It's an absolute cracker of a day apart from the wind. I was going to get oysters this morning, but I decided not to, and I'm glad I did. I might have been a nightmare trying to paddle a kayak around in this wind. It gets quite strong up those rivers. So if the channel's not going to pick up, I did actually think it would pick up a lot quicker than what it has. It's a shame. But it's the way it is, eh? But as I say, if God's taken me on to something else, so be it. It's going to be a lot better. It's partly got to be at a motorhome, mate, because I won't be able to drive along the beach or anything like that, but I've always got a house now. There's one in Tapuki I'm looking at, actually. I think that's Tapuki. And Guy's had it for 12 years and it's only done 118,000 k's. This is an 89 Fuso. It's got a bit of age on it, I'm not worried about that. But it's only done 118,000 k's. But it's got 31,000 on. I think it's done. It's too pricey because it's not finished. It needs to be complete. It's got its drawers and stuff there. It's got the bed in there, a few other rods in it. It's got certified seat belts and all that. And it's got a couple of captain chairs and stuff, and a couch and that. Just needs finishing off down it. Throw a couple of kegs in there for water and that. That's what I used to do with the other bus we had. I think he's just got a little bit much on it, eh? It's got a 12 months COF and all that sort of stuff. I think it's worth looking at. But the trouble is, it's $31,000. You don't know, it'll be $310,000. But that would be ideal to be away with God and the channel, because you can do the two at once, like I do a bit now. Not cold out here. The sun's gone by the clear. But these are not bad eating, but I won't be cooking any more on that clip, mate. Very nice. Yep, that's that thing's last cook. Give it away to somebody. I haven't read the instructions on that spray thing, so I don't want to know wrong, but I haven't read on that, see. Who'd ever read on them? Oh dear, right, time to finish your cup of tea. Cheers, ears. Tony Morrison, I am so glad that you found the channel back, mate. I really am. I remember that. I remember what you said a while ago about being a backslidden Christian and that. And I was actually looking for you the day before, and then I seen your name pop up the next day. I couldn't find you, but I'm glad you found us. Praise Jesus, my old mate, eh? Old cousin Stanley, mate. My baby's going swimming today. Quite handy to have these phones, mate. But they can become a bit of an idol, I've noticed. I've been watching myself, actually. And how much time I actually spend with technology in comparison to with God. God's always in my heart, don't get me wrong there. We go for a half-hour walk every morning along the river. It'll be at 0600. And I just pray in the Spirit for that half hour as much as I can. You've got to stop and say hello and stuff to people. As you do, you've got to be polite these days. Just come on. It's nice to be down here again. I haven't been down the beach for a while actually. I don't think I've been down here since, well, it must be the beginning of the month. The last time I did a fishing movie anyway, and I haven't put it up on the net yet. It's on the computer. Like, we didn't catch a fish, but it doesn't. That's what this movie's for, the Toasties. I'm very disappointed in that toasty making, mate. But Mum's got a good one, you know, if you want to cook toasties over the gas. It's only got a handle about this long, and that does a really good job. So I might see if I can buy a couple of those. If you want toasty, you just cook them over the gas. It's nice to have an open fire. The wind's actually starting to die down a bit now, eh? Oh gee, she was howling before, even when I went for my walk at 6 o'clock this morning. Oh gee. And we were given some venison stew steaks, which you put in the freezer. Got about 5 bags of it. So they'll be on the menu for a cooking menu over the winter. Venison stew, mate. It's the best meat you can get. It's probably the leanest meat you can get is venison, eh? No fat on it, so you don't have to worry about enlarging your puku or anything. Yeah, so the channel was done by a Trojan horse, by me accepting a collaboration from someone overseas. It's not good. It was more my fault. I should have been a little bit wiser to what was going on. But that's all good. This is how we learn, mate. You know, we learn by our mistakes, or we should do. Some people don't, but I do. These days I do. So I thought we would have got a few more subscribers than what we've got. We've got 129, I think it was, last count. I had a look earlier this morning. I'll just have a look now and I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but YouTube Studio, yeah, 129. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we've got 129 subscribers in 11 days. That's not, with the size the channel was, that's not very good. You'd expect sort of maybe 10 times that, but a lot of people probably don't know that it was hacked, and they probably thought, oh, he's pulled it down. But I didn't do it deliberately. It was hacked. No. Got to go back through all that monetisation and everything again once we qualify. At the rate we're going at the moment, it'll be 12 months. I'll get some more preaching ones up on the preach. We've got the channel's exactly the same name, Rory and Rangy's Adventures. Okay, the same as the old one, but the link is different. So what if you've got? You might have the link there, but it comes up dead. There's a dead page. Get rid of that link and just type in Rory and Rangy's Adventures and you'll have it. You'll find us. And the preach, I always add the preach into the description when I put up movies and stuff. I've got a few to do. I have to redo them, unfortunately. Actually, I could go online and be a label, couldn't I? It's cheating. Yeah. But everything's exactly the same except the channel link. That's the web address, okay? So just go into YouTube, type in Rory and Rangy's Adventures, and bingo, you should have it. In fact, it should come up in Google probably too. Have another cup of tea and we might go to track, mate. Well, it's good to be down here. I'm quite enjoying it down here. I've got to get home though. I've got a guy coming round about 10 o'clock, I think, for a shirt. I've got no change, so I hope he's got $35. Oh dear. I'm going to change our shirts. We went through another crowd. We stopped doing JB's shirts because they just, here in New Zealand, they just take so long, mate. Gosh, you could wait 2 weeks for a t-shirt to turn up, mate. You know, I've got people wanting to know where their clothes are and all that. That's why we changed. But the JB's wear is good quality. So we might go back to JB's, I think, but you're going to have to realise you're going to wait. You're going to have to wait, eh? That's the only thing with them, because they here in New Zealand, it's not so much Australia, but here in New Zealand, they prioritise big orders first. Of course, we're just a small channel that might get 2 or 3 shirts, if that many. And we're way down the bottom, just keep being pushed to the back, waiting. Oh, nothing like good old cuppa after a hard day's work there, Trevor's. Well, I'm going to have this cup of tea. I'm not going to track, mate. We go. And put this movie together. I'm sorry it's not an exciting out there doing it movies, a bit of a boring one. But anyhow, it is a movie. We've got to try and get our faculties back together, find out what God really wants me to do. There you go, Tony, there's a job for you, mate. And Big Mike, you're another one. I hope you found our channel, mate. I really do. I haven't seen you on there. But I did message you. And tell you about what happened. Yeah. So here's a job for you, Tony. You could have a bit of a prayer there and just ask our Father God what he wants us to do with the channel. I'll do the same. If there's two or more in my name, I am gathered in the midst of them. And it says, ask anything in thy name and my Father will do it for you. Right. I'm going to go home. Love yous and leave yous. And don't forget to behave yourselves, and don't forget to praise Jesus. Those hairs on your chest.